Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have had the longest couple weeks of my life, and I'm still in the middle of all of it. It's Monday, April 13th. I am officially April, May, June, July, 3 months away from turning 29, and I made the grandiose decision very recently that this year I wanted to step away from my 9-to-5 job and create my own production company, which is kind of big for me because I don't know, but I'm excited about it. So over the last couple weeks, I've shot a couple of behind the scenes clips. I've done a lot of corporate-based interview projects, which hasn't been too bad. It's actually been quite enjoyable. I haven't shot too much B-roll and stuff, but I've shot a lot of interviews, which has been pretty nice. I've used my FX30 a bunch, and I've used my 6700 as my B-cam a bunch, looking to maybe purchase another FX30 eventually so I can go 1-in-1, or an FX2 to go hand-in-hand with my FX30. I have not decided yet what exactly I want to do. But the vlog stuff and the behind the scenes stuff with the whole thing, it's been really hard to shoot consistent behind the scenes vlog content because I kind of interview, run, produce, shoot the whole 9 yards when I'm out in the field. And so bringing this camera or my power shot is really difficult to do sometimes. But I'm looking to also throw in a little bit of behind the scenes life stuff too, what I'm up to. Like last vlog, I did a lot of outdoors stuff with Carly where I took some shots and just reset and had a nice day outside with Carly. I'm not really sure what I'm up to this week just yet. I do know that there's a couple of things on the docket. Wednesday, of course, recording with my buddies again. I'm actually going to try to record a BTS, maybe even a setup video for you on how I do my gaming streams and content and stuff. And then I also know I have a shoot on Thursday, which I'd like to strap up and maybe do BTS stuff with my action camera. And I might have something Friday, but I'm not 100% sure. I might be teaching a little bit of Premiere to the podcast class that I'm helping out with this semester. So it's gonna be kind of crazy and it's very busy. I have a lot of editing to do. I have a bunch of stuff that needs to get out the door very soon, but I'm trying my best. And the Pittsburgh draft, or the NFL draft is coming to Pittsburgh in about a week now, week and a half, roughly. And if I'm being honest, I'm not a big football fan. I think it's cool that it's happening, but I don't know if I'm actually going to partake or enjoy that whatsoever. I probably could have got in somewhere and made some content somewhere and did something, but I just didn't. So I'll talk more about my idea and my process of actually leaving my 9-to-5 job and starting my own business and what that might look like for me down the line in this video. But for now, I have a lot of editing to do. Carly and I have to eat dinner. I need to relax a little bit too because I haven't really been relaxing at all. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. Focused on her butt. Oh, there she is. There she is. On your knee. So it's been a couple of days. Yesterday, Carly and I went out and we visited a art show. It's called Art All Night. Carly actually had a photograph that she took of I think it was a bluebird in the show itself. Carly's been getting more into wildlife photography recently, and so my friend told me that I should do it, but I kind of convinced Carly that she should do it, and so we went to that show yesterday. It rained a little bit, but it was pretty fun to get out of the house and to do something a little bit more enjoyable than just sit in this room and do stuff. I had a chance to use this little bad boy, my Canon PowerShot V1. Still loving the quality and the speed and the size of this camera, but today is a little different. Today is Sunday, April something, but my phone is like over there somewhere. But we have a lot to do today. At least I do. A lot of prepping and planning for my week ahead, and something I have to do right now. So I'm getting my FX30 set up currently with my Sigma 18-50, and I'm gonna sit down at my desk and I'm gonna record a little podcast, a solo podcast about gaming stuff. I'm actually getting ready to record the trailer for that podcast because I need to do something for my podcasting class for my final project in the class so I can graduate and you know, actually get my degree and move on with my life and do all this extra stuff. This week in Pittsburgh, the NFL draft is coming here as well, and while I would love to say I'm like super excited about it, I'm not really a football person. I could honestly care less that the draft is coming here to Pittsburgh. And I have a couple of things I'm actually doing next weekend, so I can't even really enjoy it or do much of anything when it comes to the draft activities. And there's going to be so many people in the city, I honestly don't really care all that much to do it. I mean, I'm here all the time, so why make it really hard to get around? But they're opening up a couple new parks and things in the city because of the draft itself, which is super cool. I don't have any footage or anything of it, and maybe we'll do a little fun tour of the city one day, and I'll show you that stuff. But because of the draft, I'm spending this entire week at home doing work from home stuff because I work in downtown Pittsburgh, and that means I'm gonna be fully editing, like full on editing mode. There might be some things that go on with different meetings and stuff that happen, but I'm gonna be like in edit city. And I want to end this video, I should say. I want to go somewhere outside and maybe do some work or find some place to do something. I'm not really sure yet, but I want to enjoy myself as much as I can this week. So let me get this podcast set up. I want to get this trailer kind of recorded and done, because if I wait any longer, I'm probably not going to want to do it. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see, this room is a mess. And I just finished recording my little podcast intro, and I want to do another one later this evening. But this room's got to be way cleaner than it is right now, because I can't work in here while it's like this. So I'm not going to record either, like while I'm doing it, because I won't get anything done if I'm setting up camera angle shots instead of actually recording stuff. So let's just clean up the room. And now it's clean. I actually don't know if it's in the perfect exact spot it was before. I did have to move it just a little bit. The room's also not perfectly clean. As you can see, there's like some TVs back there and a couple of things, but I did, however, just want to record a little bit, and it's nice. The room's nice and it's getting there. So tonight I have to record the episode 1 of the podcast, or I call it a podcast, but it's more just a video series for my gaming channel stuff. Let me just show you. So I think you can still hear me just fine. But I did end up, I was using this microphone, which is the Beacon mic. It's by the same company who made the Go XLR. They went up, and I bought it a long time ago to replace my SM7B, and I just decided to change back. Because I didn't like the audio quality of the Beacon mic. I just couldn't dial it in to be what I really wanted it to be. So, yeah, I just kind of decided last minute the other day that I was like, I want to change this back. And so I updated my computer to Windows 11. I downloaded the Wavelink 3 software, and then I went back to my SM7B. So, yeah. Oh, man, this week, this is like way too warm. Let's cool this down by like a couple thousand Kelvin. All right. So I still have some organizing to do. I have a lot of cables and shit just sitting right here that needs to be organized. But I did just want to say that I am super excited, and I mean like super excited, to continue this process of just sharing my life with you guys. I'm getting a lot more comfortable bringing my camera gear out. I really love the look of this 9mm lens for my vlogging stuff, and I've been seeing like a couple of videos from like Totski and Gaku and Peace Gates, who all use the ZVE1 as their like everyday runaround camera, and they just use the internal microphone for some of their stuff. And for me, I actually really love the idea of getting the DJI Mic 3s and maybe using those a little bit more for these videos, because I love my shotgun microphone and it's like fantastic. But when I'm out and about, if I want to bring this camera, I don't want to have this big ball on top of the camera that just kind of shows everyone like, hey, this dude's recording, or like, hey, my camera is now 8 inches tall or whatever, rather than like 4 inches tall, because the mic is, you know, protrudes from the top of the whatever. I'm rambling, and I shouldn't be rambling. The reason why I love using this PowerShot V1 so much is because I don't worry as much about the microphone and stuff when I'm out using it. It has a good enough microphone that I can do what I want with it. And I'm also not sure if you can hear my cat digging around the litter box right now, but if you can, that's okay. I have some editing I gotta do. Like I said, I gotta prep for this week, and I also really need to start recording my next podcast episode. But Carly and I have to go pick up her print, and then we might go and get some food, depending on how tired she is. I know we've been kind of talking about maybe doing something fun today. And again, I'll bring you guys along with me if I do something enjoyable. So wish me luck on the edits, because I'm getting real tired. Real tired. I don't shoot at my desk that often anymore with this like super wide lens, so it looks kind of crazy to me because I'm really close to the camera. But welcome to the end of this video. I wasn't sure how I wanted to end it. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, and I feel like I'm just gonna call it. I have a lot of editing I need to work on and things I need to finish up and just stuff. The ball is rolling really quickly on this like next stage of my, I don't want to call it my existence, but the whole like launching my own production company and moving away from my full-time job, that is very much so starting like right now. And so I need to continue to work on a few things. There are a bunch of pieces of gear I still need to get, like lights and audio and different camera bodies, just to make sure that I'm up to the level that I want to be when it comes to run and gun and working on stuff and being efficient and the whole 9 yards. But I can't let not having the gear I really want stop me from just making stuff and being productive, especially with YouTube. Like, I love making YouTube videos, and I would love to get more and more into the process of doing more shorts and posting just more shit on Instagram and just having fun while I do it. I really just want to enjoy myself more through posting things on social media and enjoying myself. And so this may end up being like a renaissance of some sort, or whatever that looks like. I don't even really know. But I do know for sure, 100%, that as this starts to unfold over the coming months, I'm going to be talking more and more and more about my shoots, how I'm making money, things I'm purchasing, and just, you know, the behind the scenes everyday life of building this production company from nothing, because that's really what this is. And I'm going to bring you on trips with Carly. I'm going to bring you on little fun date things we do. I'm going to bring you on shoots and talk through crazy weekends. And I want to get to the point where I'm making a single video every single week. But for right now, every 2 weeks seems to be a great kind of margin to try to hit for. So I'm just going to continue to do what I'm doing, talk to the camera when I can and when it's possible. And yeah, I've really been enjoying this new style of vlogging, and I'm getting a lot more into it, and I'm not capturing as much stuff as I used to, but that's also kind of like okay. I think it's like kind of fine. I've been working a lot on like these gear list things and different price structures. I've been doing a lot of notes, and I got some new notepads, and I cleaned up the office as you guys saw earlier in this video, and I'm feeling like I'm finally really getting to that next step. The next thing I really want to do is sell a bunch of my camera gear that I barely use or don't use at all, so I can get a Sony FX2 or a Sony a7 IV, and I really want the Tamron 35-150. I think that's a great overall lens to purchase. I'm also really want the 50mm prime, and I need to get a Nanlite 300B, and just a couple of things that just like button up the process of what I'm doing, and realistically I just need to make it all make sense, and a couple more pieces of gear will get me there, I hope. I also am finally kind of realizing the pitfalls of my Sony ZV-E1 for production like stuff, mostly because it doesn't have a full-size HDMI and it overheats quite quickly when I'm doing like 4K 60 or 4K 120 and I'm running around a lot and it's rigged up. It's not as good as I want it to be. It's still a great camera and I love this damn camera, but like at the end of the day, it's not perfect and it could be better. And so I'm thinking maybe I get an A7S III. You can get one now used for under $3,000. It's exactly this camera, but just better quality in terms of the overheating processes, which is nice. The autofocus is not better, but I think that's okay. I don't really care. It's going to be good enough for what it is. And I want the FX2 to go along with my FX30, and I have a whole system in place. And once I start buying equipment and I start getting things, I will explain that more to you guys. But I'll catch you in the next vlog. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I need to just sit down. I have a bunch of videos I got to get done today, and it's about 2:49, and so I'm gonna stop on my little break and I'm gonna start working on some things, because I got to get away from my like everyday desk here, and I got to shift over to my other desk where I actually do all my editing. So wish me luck. I almost dropped my computer on the damn ground. Oh, that would have been bad.